Okay, hello everyone. I'm back. I want to discuss real quick water quality. Everyone knows the water has to be just right. I live in an area where our water is already truthfully fantastic. We have good water quality. However, no matter where you live, you're going to have something in your water. I do have town water, so they put chlorine in the water, which is of course an issue. I would like to say real quick, if you are on city water, you do need to know if your town puts chlorine or chloramine in your water. Chlorine is much easier to get out of your water than chloramine. Having said that, that's something that you can get online and look up and find out what you have to do. We just have regular chlorine that's added to our water. And other than that, our water's good. However, I still put this RO unit in my house. Of course, it's feeding a spigot right there at my sink. I'm kind of fortunate because I was able to locate this in my basement directly under the kitchen, underneath the kitchen sink, so it doesn't have to be in the cabinet under the sink. It's not taking up any space up there. So this is down in the basement directly under my sink. I've got the water tied in right here. This yellow tube comes down, and they're very simple, basic. The first filter it goes through is sediment. There's different micron filters that you can put in there. I believe I have a 50 micron sediment filter in there. And then generally 2 activated carbon filters. They build these things in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stage, and you can have all kinds of things on these things. I'm sure most of you have been online and looked at them. It's just a quick overview. The water then passes through the RO unit itself, the membrane, and then finally through a carbon polisher. This little guy right here is a nice little unit because that makes recovery very quick. It does work. It does make a little noise. You'll read all kinds of different reviews on these things. I've had that thing in operation for 8 months. No problems. So I will say that they tell you when you buy one, you need to have a water pressure of at least 35 or 40 pounds. I'm lucky on my water system because, in fact, I have to have a water pressure reducer for my house because the water pressure is so high off of the city. It easily goes over 100 pounds sometimes here. So I've got a water pressure reducer right where the main water line comes in the house. It's set at about 65 pounds. Having the quickness of recouping your water from this unit. You also have the tank here, and that helps. Trying to recall exactly in technical terms, and I can't. Basically, it's a regular pressure tank, just like on any water system. If you're on a well, you know what a pressure tank is. And it allows this thing to build up some water so that it's not constantly running. That's the very basics of it. The water that comes out of this thing is fantastic. It even it polishes the chlorine out of it. They're good locally. They don't put a lot of chlorine in the water, so that's good. And that's about it on the RO unit. I do plan on, when the tank is up and running, I'm going to splice a line, which that clear line right here is the output going upstairs. I'm going to put a T in that, and I'm going to run it over to my tank. I'm going to get a water solenoid valve, electrically activated, get a automatic top off, and the RO unit will be running directly to the tank and topping off automatically without having to have a big bucket or a trash can or a big container of water located somewhere in the house. I'm hoping that works out. When that happens, I will make a video and update on what exactly I've done. So until next time, take care.